Good morning out there. I know some of you are still asleep. It's 8:30 in the morning, 8:25 in the morning here Thursday, and I can't blame you because normally I sleep. Look at this hair; it's crazy. But in case you're tuning in, wherever you're tuning in, I'm Jonathan Bengal here, host of Naked Tax Talk. But I'm actually just getting on um, like a la carte, tout de suite, I guess you could say. And the reason why is I've got like so much happening right now in my business, my multiple businesses that I just wanted to just share with you kind of what's all happening. And today, especially, is a really busy day for me. So, yesterday, I spoke at the Tucson chapter for eWomen Network. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I actually changed a couple of the ways I normally do talks and was able to answer at least two very critical tax questions for people in the audience. And that was really powerful. That was pretty awesome. Today, I've got, of course, I got a mastermind I'm attending. And then I've got another mastermind through the CTC, the American Institute of Certified Tax Coaches, going on. And then I'm being interviewed on it looks like a nomination panel because I was nominated for Certified Tax Coach of the Year, which I'm really super excited about. Then from there, I've got a live conversation today at 1:30 with Charisse Alexander of JVology because I'm participating in their big, huge giveaway. In fact, I believe it's very select people. I think it's $250,000 mailing list is what we're getting put on and blasted out to promote my book. And that's what I'm actually giving away through this particular platform, through JVology, the big giveaway. I'm actually giving away a copy of my book. And so I've been sending out some emails and some marketing around it. So hopefully you got the link so that you can not only get my book, but you can also get a whole bunch of my other amazing entrepreneurial friends, their tools, and some are giving away digital programs. Some are giving away books as well. Some are giving away consultations. Like the list is going crazy bonkers, but it's a lot of happenings is what's going on. And yeah, so that's what's going on. So 1:30, I'm doing a very, believe it or not, a laser focus interview at 1:30. I'm being interviewed. I'm also being interviewed, like I said earlier, at 12:30 on a panel because I was nominated as the Certified Tax Coach of the Year. So I'm like super excited. I'm super stoked to have that. I'm super honored to even have been nominated. So I'm really excited about that. So there's lots and lots going on. Then of course tonight I'm doing my show Naked Tax Talk formally, and I'm going to be interviewing Shoshana Roller, who's going to talk to us about credit repair and a particular tool that she uses, and she's going to offer it to you guys to help you pay your debt off faster. I think in half the time that you would try to do it yourself. What else is going on? That's it. And then tomorrow is a big day for me again, because I'm also giving a talk at the Scottsdale chapter for Network Together. That's going to be fun. So if you want more information on that, I can get that to you. And then I'm going full steam ahead with my workshop, the turning your home into an ATM with confidence. And we're going to go into detail about how you can deduct your home, the things that people miss when they deduct their home, and make sure that you maximize the home deduction. So that's what's all going on for me this week. But again, this Friday, tomorrow, I'm offering my live webinar. It's again, we're going to talk about your home office. It's definitely the number one most missed deduction on a tax return, and we're going to talk about all the ways, all the things that go into your home that Uncle Sam allows us to include when we are in business for ourselves. So we're going to talk about all the different components to the home office deduction, because a lot of us, and especially a lot of taxpayers, ultimately try to go for what we call the safe harbor rules, which can just be very limited. But if you know that you have all your ducks in a row and you know you have all the documentation, then why not take full advantage of the home office deduction? So that's what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow in depth. And depending on the amount of students that we bring on, it's probably going to be very customized to your own personal home needs. And that's the reality. Most of us are working from home. I'm not right now. I'm come back to the corporate office, but majority of people, though, work from home right now. And Uncle Sam says, listen, if you're running a business out of your house, your business should not cause an undue burden to your business. It should not be a burden. And as a result, I'm going to let you deduct the costs that it takes to keep that house operated. And of course, I'm going to limit it. And that's what he's going to say, right? That's what he does say. I'm going to limit it to the space. But oftentimes, most taxpayers are told by either other accountants or other people that, they can only include, the bedroom, right? If they've converted it to a home office. But there are other strategies also available that we can tap into. So I'm going to go over that tomorrow. So that's really kind of what's going to happen tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. I'm going live. It's a live webinar. It's on Zoom. You'll have to, of course, come in, get a ticket, and take a seat and learn something really fantastic. So I'm really excited because it's a series of workshops that I'm putting together. Next week, I'm hosting another workshop on the answering this question: am I an employee or am I a contractor? And we're going to go into depths about the two. And if you're a business owner, you may want to join just for the simple fact so that you yourself can get an understanding of what truly is an employee versus what's a contractor, because there are ramifications if you misclassify people. Right now, California, for example, is forcing, I believe there's talks about forcing Uber and Lyft to force their 1099 people or independent contractors into employees. So what does that mean for the driver behind the seat? So if you ask me, the people who are lobbying to be treated as employees for Lyft and Uber actually shot themselves in the foot. And the reason why they shot themselves in the foot is because they did not understand how taxes really work. That's the ultimate truth. That's what happens when people don't understand how the law really works to benefit them as business owners, and then they want to radically change the law. It can have negative consequences. So imagine all those drivers, Lyft and Uber, driving around. They've got their employees now, and you're driving the car. Guess what? You're an employee now. You just lost out on all of these deductions, right? Pre-2018, you might have been able to do something called a 2106, fancy word for employee non-reimbursed expenses, right? That went out the door. That's not available to you anymore. Toodles noodles. And here's the other thing. Even if that was the case, guess what? Limitations would have been applied because it goes to your Schedule A. So at the end of the day, Uber drivers and Lyft drivers screwed themselves over, and by petitioning and requesting that they be turned into employees. And so, of course, the state jumped on that and said, why not? Let's turn them into employees, right? Because why? Because employees pay the most amount of taxes. That's just the way it works. And the reason is because an employee does not take the risk like an employer does. When you're self-employed, when you're employed for yourself, when you're out there, you're taking on the risk to take on the money. You're taking on the risk of the liability. And as a result, Uncle Sam wants to reward us by allowing us to take those deductions. So anyways, I just went in a full rambling situation here, but I just want to let you guys all know of what's happening, right? So again, today I'm doing a lot of mastermind. I'm being interviewed on a panel because I was nominated as a certified tax coach of the year, which I'm really excited about. I'm also being laser interviewed for my free giveaway on JVology to access my book and many other gifts. And a whole bunch of my other amazing entrepreneurial friends are also joining in and doing this big, huge giveaway. And like I said, my show tonight and tomorrow my workshop. So essentially just let you guys all know what's going on. And I hope you guys have a rest of an amazing day or whenever that you see my cute little clip. Until then, toodles noodles.